We are here to give love to the second best match of certain events. So today we're going to be covering SummerSlam 2011. It's August. You could be watching this at any time, but when we're recording this, it is August 2020, SummerSlam month. So we're going to give our love to many different SummerSlams throughout the month. So not just on this one, we're going to be covering 2011, but click somewhere else. You might be watching 2015, 2000, 1998, all the above. But here, right now, we're going to be talking about 2011. I want to ask you guys, what was the second best match of SummerSlam 2011?
All right, I'm going to go get started here. And I think the second best match of SummerSlam 2011 was not Randy Orton Christian, but it was CM Punk versus John Cena. And here is why. I think CM Punk versus John Cena at Money in the Bank was a 5-star match of the year classic that needed nothing else than a rematch. So naturally, we had to involve Triple H, John Laurinaitis, Vince McMahon, and Alberto Del Rio, and Kevin Nash. Still a great match, bell to bell, because it's the continuation of one of the best matches of that decade, but for sure that year. However, it is second to Randy Orton Christian, which told a much more succinct story, bell to bell, moment to moment.
So I'm actually going to be your assessment of the second best is actually my first best. So I'm not even going to get into that, but I'm actually going to go with Wade Barrett, Daniel Bryan, because there's no way in hell I'm going to give Randy Orton any sort of credence or whatever. He's just a genetic jerk off or whatever. So with that all being said, I can't do it. So I want to do it because, of course, there's Christian, but Wade Barrett, Daniel Bryan, that's going to be my default, just because look at the talent there. Obviously, we didn't get to see Wade Barrett, Stu Bennett, whatever you want to call him, him essentially ascend to what he should have become, right, during that point, of Nexus and what have you. So I think he was a solid worker. Was he the best? Absolutely not. But was Warrior the best? Absolutely not, bell to bell. But he had enough that he could have ascended to that upper echelon of the top of the card. So that's why I'm going with Wade Barrett, Daniel Bryan. And I mean, obviously Daniel Bryan, it's synonymous. He's synonymous with greatness. So
you're gonna sit here and tell me that you're looking at SummerSlam 2011, but because of your own personal opinions of Randy Orton, you're gonna say, you know what? Even though that was, I think Steve, I agree with Steve. I think that was the best match of the night, and you're gonna say, you know what? Nah. Screw Randy Orton, Wade Barrett, Daniel Bryan, second best. So where would you rank Randy Orton versus Christian? Third or fourth? Or would you have it last? Would you have it under Mark Henry and Sheamus just because of, that Randy Orton's kind of a little bit of a tool?
Yeah, all of it. Absolutely. 100%.
Okay,
I agree with you 100%.
Wow. Well, while we're roasting...
I just can't block Randy Orton.
While we're roasting Woods for his opinion on Randy Orton, is it because you couldn't buy Randy Orton as a face in this matchup?
No, you know what? The last time I liked Randy Orton was when he was doing the ozone and what have you, and the messed up shoulder. Wow. Everybody thought that was horrible. I thought that was amazing. That was amazing heel work. It was just like swarmy. I love that. Even the blue trunks with the yellow whatever. I love that presentation of Randy Orton. I haven't liked a presentation of Randy Orton since. There's that. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Also, I'll point it out since we're there. I think this was the top heel run of Christian's career. This summer of 2011. 100%. And I think it's because sometimes the best stuff creatively happens almost by accident. And I think the plan was always for Edge to be champion for a long time. And they had a pivot when Edge had to retire at the beginning of that summer. So instead of Christian just slotting himself in, he gave himself that creative freedom to say, no, I don't deserve this. And then, actually, I do deserve this because I'm better than you, and you, the crowd, were holding me back.
No, I agree. I actually would say that Christian's best heel work was that of, obviously, WrestleMania 20, right? That's him and Trish and the Canadian storyline, of the $5 bill with Trish and Jericho. I thought that was like the best heel work of his career. And his, crying fits and everything like that. I just think he's an all around great performer. And that's one of the reasons I'm kind of crying about why I can't pick him, but it's just, he's paired with Randy Orton. The same way Vince McMahon views Christian is the same way that I view Randy Orton. I don't know what it is.
So you think Randy Orton's ugly?
Probably. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There we go.
I don't know. I mean,
blue dot.
I really want to encourage people to comment on what they think the second best match is. If anybody agrees with Adam Woods, please comment down below, because I really want to see. I'm really expecting people to just kind of roast on you, Adam Woods. Like, I don't know. I know that we try to keep it a little non-biased here, but like, man, like I can't believe that somebody would think, and no disrespect to Daniel Bryan and Wade Barrett, but man, like no way. Like those, I'm shook.
For the record, that match was third. That was a fine match. I think
a distant third.
I think heading into that match, it was clear they didn't know exactly what they wanted to do with Wade Barrett, but they knew they wanted to give him a win. Mm-hmm. I think Wade Barrett is someone who always suffered from doing exactly what the office told him, and then the office pivoting every 6 or 8 months or so. Yeah. And I'm not going to fault him for that. I'm just saying that's the outcome.
And this was Daniel Bryan coming off his Money in the Bank win, his ladder match win. But I do agree with you on Wade Barrett. I want to focus on a future episode of Missed Opportunities about Wade Barrett, because I think he's one of the guys that really, they dropped the ball. There's a lot of guys that we can say that maybe the wrestler dropped the ball, but I do think Wade Barrett, Bad News Barrett, is one of the guys that they dropped the ball on. Whether it's injuries or not, who knows, but maybe they didn't know how to use them well. But if anybody wants to send their hate tweets or hate comments to you, Adam Woods, where can people find you?
According to Woods, on everything, literally everything. So send it. We'll have a open discourse, and I'll hug you.
Steve?
You guys can find me on Twitter almost exclusively at Steve Kaufmann. That is Kaufmann.
Hey, it's Christy Olson. If you like this video as much as I did, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so they can join in the wrestling chatter too. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and follow the show on Twitter at TW Chatter. See you next time.